What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here. Up $4,976 in the first hour of trading today, and I finished the day up $8,317. Today was the Coinbase direct listing. A lot of fun, but other than that, it was pretty boring today, and I was pretty sidetracked with some other stuff going on around the house. So it wasn't a lot of trading. It was very rare that most of my trades fit on, a very small section of the order status window. Normally it's like multiple scrolls, but today, not a lot of trading, and this morning is a testament to that. So before we get into the trades, as usual, if you like what you're seeing, please don't mind, hit that little thumb button up. I gotta say it. Everybody's gotta say it, but it helps. It does. It helps the channel grow, helps YouTube recognize the channel and say, hey, maybe I should share this channel with other people that might think it's useful. So if you don't mind, let's try to break the record. Why not? Also, we have a free Twitch channel. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's where you can stream, and you can see me trade every day from 9:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I trade all day long, answer questions all day long. Once again, completely free. Come on in. All right, let's get into the trades. All right, so this video is going to be a little different than how I normally do it. Normally, I'll talk about one trade, show the live action, show the next trade, show the live action. Today, there was only basically one main trade, and there was a bunch of news plays, like 4 of them, that I broke even on, and I'm just not going to show it because it's just a waste of my time and your time. So there's the first trade I won't show because I screwed up on it, but it was a loser for me. It was OSTK. This one put me about $2,000 down on the day. OSTK, I was looking for, this is kind of a sympathy play to Coinbase, the direct listing on Coinbase. They have their own platform called T0. Not a lot of people know that, but they do. And it was moving up into that. I thought it would get another move today. It did eventually go, just not when I had it. I bought calls on this, and I didn't, the caffeine hadn't hit yet. The Red Bull hadn't kicked in yet. So when I bought this, I didn't look at what the spreads were on these calls, and they were atrocious. It was $1 wide. So I was very green on it. I bought it like 20 seconds into the open here, and I was very green on it, and then I went very red. It was so hard to get out, and I just call this a busted trade because I stopped out as we broke low a day, and I never would take a $1 spread on any option. So I'm just not going to go over that. Just know there was a $2,000 loser before this next trade, which is Tesla. Tesla had an amazing day yesterday. You can kind of see that out of this daily chart here. Started here, closed here, absolute bullish as it gets candle. So I'm looking for today for continuation. So a lot of times when I see something like this, I will look for an early kind of aggressive entry on Tesla or on this. An early entry on getting in the stock. If it sells off early, the caffeine hasn't kicked in yet, in hopes in the idea that it will continue on from the day before. Man, I just can't even speak. So what I saw was it had gapped up today, and it kind of filled that gap. And looking at it now, I got in here, and what I was looking for is a red to green move. But I don't remember this little 1 minute candle over candle, and I actually probably wouldn't have taken this trade had I seen that, now that I think about it, because this was just a candle over candle and candle over candle fail, and a lower high, and this could have turned into a lower high. But I took the entry right here, looking for the red to green move on the stock. What a red to green move means in the morning, anyway, for me, is a stock that sells off and you enter on the very first candle over candle, meaning you're hoping that it goes red, maybe it's gapped up and it's selling off as people take profit, and the first time you candle over candle, it gets this kind of a bounce. Had I seen that it already did a red to green move right here and failed, I would not have taken this, now that I'm seeing this in retrospect. But anyway, it worked out. I entered in when we went candle over candle here, and I was looking for the red to green move. I took calls I took 20 calls. I took the 770 calls, and I got them at 1380. They shoot up through here, and I sell 10 as we run into this Bollinger Band right here. Sell 10 at $20.85. Freaking $7. $7 win. I was like, I'm cashing in, and I'm really thinking we're gonna have another one of these days, right, where the daily chart is just beautiful, and I was thinking we're going 800. Didn't work out that well. So you won't see the last sell until much later in the video. I mean, it's all one clip, and I'm going to let it run. But just know that I played around with these the last 10 calls, which were up a lot, like 8,000. And as we were just breaking down this area here, that's where I sold those calls. So I didn't make a lot of money on the second half. I made made $8,000 here on the first half of the calls that I sold. Didn't make a lot on that. It was profitable, but didn't make a ton. So just know that. Then again, we had OCGN, which was a news play, made hardly anything on that. XPEV news play, made hardly anything on that. OSTK, I believe this was a news pop, lost a little bit on that. MVIS, buyout news, made a little bit on that. I mean, this is just like going back and forth, nothing really big. And then we got into RBLX. This is where kind of the last trades of the morning happened. I'll go over this one because I do show this one live. 10 o'clock, 10:01. So what was going on here is you kind of had this area, this $80 area where price action was kind of just, coming up to, couldn't break. A lot of candle under candles here, and it looked like there was buyers all in this area. And I kind of drew a line like this. I'm like, okay, we've got like an ascending triangle going on here. Right? It kind of cracked 80 right here, but maybe that's just a false print. I don't know, whatever. But 90 EMA was squeezed in this area. I'm just like, oh man, this is just ready to go. Every time this thing dips down, it looks like it's going to sell. There's been buyers. I go long 2,000 shares. I get in at 79.97. Right on this candlestick right here. And I'm like, okay, well, if this level breaks, I'm going to get out. Sure enough, broke the downside and then broke to the upside and then freaking cratered. So whatever, it didn't go when I thought it would. At this exact same time, right around here, I sold the remaining of those Tesla calls, and that's how I got my profit on the morning. Not a lot of trading. I'm only going over 2 of them. That's it. I'll run the clip. There you go. The LTR is moving nicely. Come on, make my... Yes. Okay. L to the yeah. Taking half off. Taking half off. Took half off when it ran into that Bollinger Band right there. So at least I'm profitable on this. Now I can let it play out a little bit. Damn it. Tesla 1 minute play here. So 776. Build all the way up, selling. Jeez, this is $1.60 a share in 16 seconds. No, that's when I put the order in. Jeez. Still in the rest of those Tesla calls. Tesla's kind of falling apart here. Don't break. Oh! Damn. Okay. And that was the last trade. Like I said, didn't do a lot of crazy trades this morning, and throughout the day there wasn't a lot of trading opportunities. I think after the first hour I made 2 extra trades. So yeah, kind of a boring day. So anyway, see you in the next video.